Hi guys, you know exactly what we are here to do, so let's get started. So for today, what do I have? Um, yeah, this part here is new. This machine's here. First off, we have this EBF here. This is to passive the aluminium. This setup on this side is for the pyrotium dust and for the blazing pyrotheum. And I'm not sure if this was here last episode, I think so, but this is to produce extra ammonia, since we are not really producing enough downstairs. We have um, we have these ones here at the top, these three, but I think this was here last time. What wasn't though is the polycaprolactam, and this will be used for the tanks, yeah, for the yacht tanks, which I think we should be able to get into very shortly. I just haven't really started doing anything with them. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, I ran out of chlorine again, but it's a constant issue. I'm not really sure what was really draining my chlorine so much. I guess it was something there, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, no new changes here. I guess the only thing that I can say kind of changed is that we have a bigger buffer for acetone, for polytetrafluoroethylene. That's mainly it. Nothing else really changed here. At least nothing important. Oh, it might have been to this. I think I updated this buffer as well. Not really sure when was it, but I remember doing something with this. Anyway, let's move on. I guess we can go here. Yes, in addition to the monazite line, we also have the bestnasite line done. So all of the remaining machines that weren't here last time are for the bestnasite line. So I'll go through them real quickly. So basically it starts here with our crushed bestnasite, goes into this digester, um, and then it basically goes from here to here to here to here to here to here. Then it goes into this chemical plant, back to here to here to here to here. Then from here it splits into two parts. One of them is cerium, which you already had set up for the monazite line, which is this setup here. I think it's all of this here. The other part continues to process the bestnasite from here to here to here. Then it splits off again. So from here, not really sure what it does exactly. I don't really remember, but I know that a part of that goes into there to get lanthanum and neodymium, and the other part goes to there and then to the here and to here to here, and then I think it goes into that electrolyzer again. And yeah, these two machines are for recycling materials basically. Oh, and there's some process around here, I don't really remember what, requires a new liquid or a new dust, which is this ammonium nitrate dust. And basically for that we just chemical plant ammonia and nitric acid. We get this slurry, and then this goes into the hydrator, and this gets us that dust. That's basically it. Not really sure what step it it is used for, but I might do like I've said in the last video, I might do a special one, a special video talking mainly about the monazite line and the bestnasite line as well, maybe overview. So yeah, I look forward to that. If I end up doing that, of course, I'm not really sure yet. But oh well. Then, another thing that you might notice already is our fusion reactor. This is currently turned on, producing us some europium, of course, europium here. We have here a small uh, subnet for that, so it's pretty nice and simple. Much cleaner than the setup I had before, which wasn't really that good. And before, I mean, last time I played. But yeah, we'll probably be adding more fusion reactors because we need a lot of this stuff, a lot of europium. Europium was one of those resources that I guess even in the late game I was kind of running always short on. So this time I really want to beef up our um, European production. And also is something that is heavily used in ZPM as well. So we need to basically keep this going always turned on. So yeah, that's it for the fusion. So let's move on into our Nakoda line. Nakoda line I already had completed last time, but I just changed a few things around. Basically, we are now processing basically, yeah, the sodium hydroxide that comes from here. Basically, recycling it here. So yeah, I guess yeah, this is already processed, so we are good on that. Another thing that I forgot to mention is that this LCR uses crushed ice. We're producing crushed ice in this mega vacuum freezer down here that I forgot to mention last time. On this side, I had the second LCR, a second large turbine. Uh, I didn't mention it in the beginning, but this is the second time I'm recording this episode because the audio got screwed over again. But yeah, so I already had this a long time ago, basically. I think I did this when I finished recording the episode number 24, so it was basically right after that. But yeah, no changes here, pretty sure, as you guys can see. No changes. The place where there some changes though was here. Basically, I replaced all of the energy edges here from EV to IV. So now we have a lot more power and more. We can produce more fuel. That basically means that we are able to run our UCFE at higher speeds. And we are now producing a lot more power, as you guys can see. We are now able to keep up with both Vulcanus running and a bunch of other machines turned on, which is pretty cool. Another thing that I did here, it's at this mega chemical reactor. This is basically to produce as ammonia, very ammonia, because yeah, when I upgraded this, our ammonia from here wasn't really able to keep up, so just decided to go for the mega. Yeah, I'll be doing a lot more megas on this season compared to last time. I didn't really do much megas, chemical reactors at least. That was mainly because of lack of spacing and bad planning on my part. But this time I'll probably go a little bit crazier with the megas, or at least more than last time. So I expect a lot more megas. So yeah, and I guess I can show this already. This is basically for our water line, and this is a very big building. Mm, Not really that happy with how it turned out, but I guess it could be much worse. Of course, using blue for the water and the white for the purification part of it, since this is water purification plant. And this is actually a new feature from this version of GTNH. I'm running beta 4 version right now, but at this point in time, the release candidate number 2 has already been released. Don't really want to update because it's an hassle to update the server, since we are using some custom configs and some additional mods. So it's always quite a pain to update the server. But yeah, I'll do a quick explanation on the water line, I guess. I have here the tier 1 water, which I have none at the time, and here the tier 2 water. And to be able to get the ZPM energy edge, which is what I want next mainly, I need to get at least tier 3 water, but hopefully we can get the tier 4 water. And for those who don't know, there are 8 water tiers basically. So yeah, basically all of the plants are linked to this water purification plant. This multi-block by itself does nothing, but what it does is synchronize the running time for all of the water plant machines. So basically they all run on this time. And also the power. The power is all comes from here. So we don't need to provide power to each of the machines separately. And also maintenance. We don't really use maintenance, but yeah, the maintenance also comes from here. So yeah, each of the machines I have here uses 1 amp of LUV power, so that's why we have this here. The cool thing is that we can configure the parallels for the machines here. Basically, it just scales the power and the water input and output, but like the additional stuff we require for each of the tiers, in this case, is the activated carbon filter meshes. These do not scale, so yeah, that's something that we can take into account, I guess. Um, so yeah, for the water, filtered water, this is the using the clarifier. Basically, we input just regular water, get grade 1 water. This uses the carbon mesh filters. It has 20% chance to break. Then we have some extra outputs, I guess. They're not really that useful most of the time, but yeah, they are here. And of course, all of the recipes has a base success chance. And this is actually the most annoying part of the water purification thingy, is that you don't really always get the water. So in this case, for the clarifier, it is 70%. There is a way to have more chances of getting the um, success chance, but it's quite a pain. The water purification chamber says it there. Every recipe has a base chance of success, and it explains how you can increase this chance of success. But at this point, I don't really know how worth that is, since at least for me, it seems kind of an hassle to do. So I'm not really sure if it's worth doing that or not. At this point, I'm not really doing it. But I guess I'll have a look in the Discord GTNH to see what is the best solution for that. And yeah, for the tier 2 water, basically this is the ozonation. We take some ozone and of course our filtered water, and we get the ozonated water, which is a tier 2. This requires, not requires, but yeah, this has the chance to give us a little bit of sulfur, iron, and manganese. And yeah, for each of these multi-blocks, the higher the tier you go, there's like a puzzle that you need to solve to get the recipe to work or a higher success chance. So in this case, for the tier 1, you don't really have to do anything. For the tier 2, basically you can have more chances of success if you input more, as you can see. So I'm currently doing this one with 1 million ozone. Gets you 80% chance, which is pretty good. And as you can see in the tooltip, it will explode if the input edge has more than 24. So that's the thing to keep in mind with the tier 2. And for that, we are just using the ZPM input edge. I kind of rushed to ZPM just to get this input edge, to get the hard chances. I think it was worth it. The ZPM components at this point are not really that expensive for what we have. So yeah, I guess that's that. It failed, probably because one of these recipes failed, or it wasn't really enough. Not sure. But yeah, and this the waters will be used a lot, so we need to get a lot of water. That's the main thing about this. For the tier 3, I think I can show you guys. Let's see if I remember this one. Yeah, it has the formula for the success chance. So yeah, this is the flocculation. You have the polyaluminum chloride. Basically, it's this, but this gets recycled with this flocculation waste liquid. This is just distillation and gets our stuff back. We'll be having to set up that as well. But as you can see, this just has a base 10% success chance. So basically, I'll need to follow that formula to um, well keep make sure that we have the correct stuff. But I haven't really looked into that really yet. And also, at this point, there's something that quite annoys me, and I know that this is the beta release, but the guys on the Discord server are kind of gatekeeping this stuff. I'm not really sure why. I get that the point is for the people to try and figure out themselves, but personally, I'm not really that kind of people to try and figure out stuff myself, especially complex automation stuff. I could do it, but not really. I don't really want to be bothered with that. And the later tiers, especially the tier 8, the tier 7, people say that it's very complex, but I think it's not not that hard. But for the tier 8, yeah, but I guess that's very complex. But at this point, they are kind of trying to gatekeep that stuff, and that's really annoying me. So I hope that later on they decide to have guides for automating this stuff, because right now I wouldn't say that it's very hard, but for the later tiers at least, it might be a little bit annoying. But yeah, enough waterline stuff. Let's keep on moving. In here, not really much changes. Basically, I just removed the LCR from here and got a mega LCR for our autocrafting stuff instead. So yeah, we have that. I also got the second precise assembler. This is just for the precise mode. Fun fact, I spent most of my time in my first playthrough playing with just a single assembler, and whenever I had to do some precise recipes, I just changed the mode. Not really sure why I didn't craft the second one earlier. It's not that they are like very expensive, at least not at the stage I was at. So yeah, that's weird stuff there. At least from my side, I guess. Most of the machines that are here that are not IV or LUV, I'll be upgrading them to LUV etches very soon, because yeah, I wouldn't say I'm about to upgrade everything here, the cabling, but I really want to get rid of some transformers. Like when we have like double transformers, because I think very soon we are able to unlock the lasers. I actually really want to unlock the lasers because the distances here are quite long and they have a lot of cable loss as well. So yeah, that would be great. For example, this line here without superconductor, it would be very annoying to get down to the water stuff. Another addition that you guys might have noticed, vacuum freezer. It's the mega one on the ground. No stuff to process. We are using the advanced stocking bus. I think I already explained this setup, but I guess I can go through it again. This is basically just to smelt the hot ingots. So this is just an interface. Of course, this is a subnet, and we are just getting the ingots that are hot. Basically, that's how it works. And with advanced stocking bus, we can pull all of the items from the ME system. And as this Cyan ME system can always see the hot ingots, it will only pull, or it will pull every hot ingot. That's how it works, basically. Moving on. Let's go downstairs, and yeah, this is our ZPM machine. It's kind of funny. For now, it's just here, but yeah. Uh, from here, I'm not really sure on anything new. I don't think there's anything new. Um, Let me think. No, I don't think so. So let's move on to here. Not really sure if this was in the last video. I don't think so, but I have more maceration stacks. And I also added this. I'm pretty sure this was here last video, right? This must have been. Basically, this is just to process with the 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 crop stuff. This is from crops. This comes from crops, and basically it just quadruples our resources. And also more centrifuges as well. I don't think these were here last time, but now they are. And I guess that's most of the stuff I've done. Let me check here. Yeah, no changes here, but I did upgrade the speed of these machines because we had like 200,000 rutile to process, so now we are down to 40k, which is pretty nice. But I've also been a little bit lazy on the miners. So right now I think we have one miner stopped. Yeah, right now I think we have one miner stopped. Yeah, this one. But it really shouldn't be because I just unlocked the tier 5 rocket, and this is in Ensaladas, one of the tier 5 planets, so this will need to be moved to a tier 5 planet as well. But honestly, I just couldn't be bothered, so that's where we stand right now. And also the bees, I started a little bit more on the bees. I really want to get this going, but I've just been a little bit too lazy to mess with this. So yeah, they are all stopped right now. But I really need to get this going because when we get to UV, yeah, we'll need a lot of stuff. So I really need to get this going. And yeah, I think that's everything. Oh, wait, I missed something. Here in our plotline stuff, added a few more machines. These of course are not related with the plotline, but added these 4 machines here. And they are all related with the water stuff. So yeah, basically this chain here, it's for the carbon thingies, which require this activated carbon dust. This is quite a simple process. Basically, it goes from here to here, and this uses phosphoric acid and of course carbon. So from here to here, this basically just the item in, item out recipe. And it goes to the chemical plant, and this gives us our phosphorus back, and of course the dust. So it's pretty simple loop. But yeah, the last machine. Yeah, no, the last machine is basically for the ozone. So this is just a laser engraver. I can show you guys a recipe. Basically, just sapphire lens or any kind of bubble lens, I guess, with air gets us some ozone. It's pretty straightforward, this one actually. I guess our flatline is going as well. And I saw this turn on, so we have. Guess we must have some tungsten to process as well. Yeah, there it goes. But yeah, I guess I upgraded the coils for all of the blast furnaces. But apart from that, I haven't really done much. But pretty soon I'll really like to get our plotline going a little bit faster. Because whenever we start mining some platinum vein, this is not really close to keeping up. Uh, but yeah, it would be awesome to get this upgraded, but it will take a lot of power. Yeah, so kind of not really doing anything with it right now. But yeah, as you guys can see, a bunch of transformers here as well. Really want to get rid of some of those and upgrade the machines to IV at least. But yeah, that will require a lot of power, which I'd prefer to save to more important resources like the blast furnaces and the fusion and the Nakoda. Nakoda is very important, but we have a lot of that stuff right now. Yeah, as you guys can see, we have a lot of stuff, a lot of Nakoda. So we are good on that at least. Also, I'd like to have some of these monazite line and basalt line machines working faster, especially these ones right here, because this is, man, I really hate these machines. The blast furnaces, they are always so freaking loud. I mean, it's always the blast furnace because this is not that loud, I guess, is it? But this is loud as fuck. The blast furnaces are loud as fuck, man, for no reason. But yeah, like I was saying, yeah, this is a 45-second recipe. It's 20 seconds. 10 seconds, I guess that's fine. I guess. Um, and this one is also pretty slow. I think this one is also slow, and this one is also slow. But our main bottlenecks are actually um, this centrifuge, I'm pretty sure. And also one of these machines here, I don't really recall which. But yeah, I think I didn't really forget anything. But since it's the second time I'm recording this, it is bound to happen, I guess. So let me know if I missed anything. Oh, this, yeah. As you guys might recall, the lake went to here, but I just decided to fill this in. And I still need to do a little work on this part. Because basically, how this stuff works, I forgot to explain one thing about this. It's that to connect the machines to the water planting stuff, they need to be on a 32. This has a 32 radius. So yeah, I just decided to go for the full 32, or in this case 64 by 64 kind of dimensions for this room. So for that I ended up taking a little bit of the ocean with me. So I had to do some adjustments, as you guys can see. And it would be weird to just have this stuff like this way. So I just decided to fill all of this in. And yeah, that way I don't really need to bother with the flowing water as well, but I guess I did that mistake here. So yeah, I'll have to try and fix that. But yeah, that's mostly what I've been working on. What I really need to set up right now, it's the circuit assembly lines. I guess I'm not too far off. I have the pin stuff here. I already have this stuff. And show you guys the quest book as well. Sorry for the lights. But yeah, I'm currently here. But I'm not really too far from the circuits, but I want to get this going so we can actually get the UV circuits and we can actually say that we are in ZPM. Although for me, I guess we are really just in ZPM whenever we get the energy hatches. But then again, for that we'll be needing the flocculation, this stuff here. The superconductors, I don't think they are too hard to get. We have we have all of the resources, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, we need to smelt the stuff and so on. So we need to take a look at that. And from here we'll have access to the remaining of the Nakuda line and the lasers, which is something I'm really looking forward to. The lasers and the data bank as well. The data bank will be very useful. Something that I also really want to get. But yeah, that's mostly it, I guess. Mostly it for now. Still working on this. And I'll also need the building for the circuit assembly lines, as I've said. Not really sure where I'm going to place it. yet. Really need to find a space for it. Maybe I'll just place it somewhere here. I I think that's what I'll be end up doing. My English is very broken today, but yeah, has been a very long video. Just decided it would be worth to explain a little bit of the waterline since this is a new feature from the beta version of GTNH. So yeah, that's why I decided to do that. And as you guys can see, I'm lagging quite a bit. But yeah, I guess I'll end the video here for today. Oh, also another thing that I almost forgot for the server whitelist. Yeah, we will be closing the whitelist because there are really no new players coming in, and when they are, they don't really join the server even. So if you actually want to join the server and play, not just like join the server and never actually join, um, be sure to go into our whitelist application and to the whitelist request. Yeah, as you guys can see, my internet is fucked up. This is not a server issue. This is an internet issue. So yeah. Yeah, be sure to fill the form because it will not stay open for much longer. We don't really have any new players to join. Not this point in the game. I don't think I would actually recommend anyone join, to be honest. That's mainly because at this point I'm really far ahead of everyone, or at least everyone who played. And I actually just changed some settings that yeah, this is completely broken. I changed some settings that um, for anyone starting out, they would give them a huge advantage, like no rain, so no transformation explosions, no mobs playing in peaceful right now. Although not really sure how much that will last because I'll need some mob drops eventually. So at that time I'll have to switch to peaceful, pretty sure. To not peaceful, but any other difficulty. And also I disabled mob damage, mob terrain damage. Um, Mostly because the Enderman kept screwing over this, but I ended up also disabling the Enderman or the mobs. So if they do come, they'll not. Yeah, as you guys can see, if they do come, if I enable the mobs or when I do, if I do, they'll not destroy blocks. And I think that was mainly it. So yeah, right now, right now, if you want to join, I'll have to revert. Basically, I'll have to revert all of those settings, and yeah, it will be quite more annoying for me. And for a new player, since I'm so far on into the game, I'm not really sure how fun that would be for them. Um, but yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, I'll keep the whitelist application open for a few more weeks. Probably will be closing very soon after this video airs. Um, but yeah, that's mainly it for this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed it, and hope to see you guys next time. Bye bye.